Hello everyone. Now I'm going to explain about the project done on machine learning using Python from the help of Skyfi Labs. I have done this project on housing of Boston, and the project name is linear regression. And now I'm going to explain about the project. How did I do? Now first, as we see the screen, uh, I have imported some of the libraries for my easy coding, and the first I imported NumPy. This NumPy is used for various mathematical calculations to be done easily, and I imported pandas, and I also imported matplot library as MPL, and I imported sklearn datasets and sklearn metrics, sklearn model selection, sklearn preprocessing. And this sklearn provides the information about the housing in Boston. And I also imported IPython. From IPython display, I imported HTML. Next, now I'm going to run this shell. And first, to be project done, we need the information about the housing in Boston. For that, I named first I'm going to load the housing data in Boston. So I named it as Boston is equal to load Boston, and here I loaded the Boston set, and next I printed the description. Now I'm going to run this cell. Here the information I got. Now I got the whole information about the housing done in Boston, and the number of instances as 506, and the attributes. I got most of the information housing done in Boston. Next, I am going to print the features of the Boston housing. So now I am going to execute this program, execute this cell. Now I got the information about some of the features in the housing of Boston. Here it is, and again I'm going to run this cell, features. Now I got the information about the features, and now I'm going to execute the target. In target, we got some of the numerical values, and I'm going to print now min and maximum target. I got minimum as 50, maximum as 50, and minimum as 5. Now I'm going to concatenate these features and target into a single data frame. Okay, now I'm going to execute this cell. So now you can see we have concatenated the features and target into one data frame. So we got the output in this way, and now we are going to execute the description. So as a whole, we got the description in 2 decimals, means after 1 digit point we got in 2 decimals, and here we got CRI, ZN, Indus, CHAS, MOX, age, DIS, red, tax, PT ratio, B, LSTAT, and target. So we have got the description about this, and now I'm going to execute. I'm going to calculate correlation, and we are taking the absolute values of correlations, and we are making a list of pairs of correlation and feature, and we are converting it into the reverse order, and we are unzipping it again, and we are plotting it in a graph. So now I'm going to execute this. So I have plotted the graph, and in x-axis we got attributes, and in y-axis we got correlation with the target variables. Okay, and next I'm creating an instance of scalar object and before normalization and after normalization. So I'm executing this and we got the values of those, and now I'm going to split the data. We are splitting the data into two equal sets from the Boston housing. For that I have taken three functions. One is error function, and one is update function, and one is gradient descent function. With the help of these three functions, I am going to split the data. So now we can execute the program. And here I have taken the wall time calculation. For that I have given some inputs, and with the help of these we got wall time as 225 ms, and now I'm going to get the graph. Here I got the graph, and again I'm splitting the data for decreasing the load. For that I have used again two functions, and one is in init function and update frame function. With the help of this also I'm going to create a graph, and for that we have taken the colors and we are going to execute. Here is the graph I got, and this is getting updated time by time so that the graph changes, as we can see. And here also one more graph, and this is the final graph we got obtained. And I also got the error value graph. I have taken the graph for plotting the errors also. For that I have taken x-axis as iterations and y-axis as error. Here I got the error graph. Next I am getting the predicted values. So now I am going to execute these cells. For this I have taken predicted is equals to m into x test plus c and mean squared error y test comma predicted. I am going to execute cells so that I will get the values. I am getting the predicted values. In the x-axis and in the y-axis I am going to get the predicted values here as output, and now I am going to run the cells for graph also. Here I got the graph. I am plotting the predicted values here, and now I am reshaping this. I am reshaping the arrays. I am going to execute this. I am reshaping and I am doing the slicing. I am doing slicing and I am removing extra dimensions I have got. So I got and these values as my output. So overall I have done this project, and I have created many graphs for getting it to habituated for the data, and I have taken this from sklearn, and I have done this project, and that's it.